Pair programming, yay!
Oh, and we get to write our own script in this level too, so we're really going to be pair programming.
I had one job, I don't even need to think, I just need to type. Hello world, I'm Zenit, and welcome back to the Over the Wire Let's Hack. Today, I'm joined by John Hammond.
Hello, hello. Thanks so much for letting me come hang out with you, Zenit.
I've been looking forward to this one for a while now. I'm excited to see how it will go.
Yeah, we should have some fun.
Last time we stopped on Bandit level 16.
Do you have the password saved for the old one?
I have all of them.
Okay, awesome.
I also happened to find out in one of the previous episodes that all the passwords are actually stored on the challenge server itself.
Oh.
They suggest us that we use one of these tools, and I think we're safe to go with Nmap. Are you familiar with Nmap? Because I always forget how to use it.
A little bit, yeah. When you're using Nmap, you'll just specify the host that you want to connect to, but since you're connecting to yourself, you'll use localhost, and then TACP, you can specify the ports, and you can use the range from 31,000 to 32,000.
Don't we need to pass in some other flags like ST, SP or something like that?
If you want to speed it up, you can, but I don't think we'll need to. If you want to pass in TAC-V so we can have verbose output, that might make it easy. Sweet.
Alright, now instead of 1,000 ports, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So now we can try to connect with some of those with SSL, right?
Yeah.
We could try and connect with Netcat and see if it returns nonsense, or we could try and connect with that OpenSSL S client.
I hate working with S client.
It looks like it needs a TAC connect.
Yeah, it needs connect. Cipher is none. It looks like the first one is not SSL. We could do this in a loop, but
yeah, there's so few of them.
yeah, it's just 6. This one has a cipher, so it's SSL, but it returns the same password that we give it to him. There's only one server that will give the next credentials. The other will simply send back to you whatever you sent it.
That one's bad. Nice. That one looks promising, because we're close to the end.
Yay!
Nice!
We got a private key.
Private key, alright.
Oh no, so that means I need to store this private key somewhere first.
So I guess we'll have to connect and then still get the password, are we thinking? Or we just kind of need to get into that next level, right? So
we can go on to the next level with the private key alone. Yeah, because the goal doesn't state that we get a password. It actually just states that we get the next credentials. Let's put this into a file. Now we can try using this key for the next level. And we're in.
Nice, cool.
But we could also just go into the etc. folder and look for Bandit Pass, and there are all the passwords.
Are you able to read those, like the ones that are ahead of your level though? I think they have the different user permissions, right?
Yeah, you're right. Oh,
yeah.
We can't.
So only your user can read, or only that user can read their password.
That's sad. So we can't actually cheat, we have to do it the way they intended it. Let's get on with level 17. There are 2 files in the home directory, passwords old and passwords new. The password for the next level is in passwords new, and is the only line that has been changed between passwords old and passwords new. How would you approach this one?
Oh, it sounds like we just need to take the difference between that old password file and that new password file, right?
Let's try.
Yeah, we can use the diff command there. So your new one is probably that KFBF3E. Yeah.
How did we solve this one faster than the other one?
Ah, okay. I see the bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Unfortunately, someone has modified bash RC to lock you out when you log into with SSH. Nice. That's what I call a good firewall. Have you heard of SCP?
Ooh, yeah, SCP would do it.
The same with all these tools. I can never seem to remember anything of their syntax. I mean, I'm pretty sure we need the host and the username.
And then after you have the host and username, you can use the colon just after the host name, and then you can kind of specify the path to what file you want to copy.
On the remote server, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So readme, and then I guess again another colon for the local one.
The local one will just be the next argument, so you can just use a space, I think, yeah. And then whatever file you want it to be called.
Also, that's weird. Here, the port option is a big P, and on SSH it's a small p.
I hate those weird idiosyncrasies, yeah.
So maybe that's one of the reasons why I can't never seem to remember. Boom, okay.
Nice.
Have some gibberish, but is it the real one?
This one has a cool trick too, because you could use SCP like you did, but at the same time you can supply an argument like after your SSH connection.
Let's try that one as well. You're talking about using SSH?
Yep, just your regular SSH syntax.
With the small p?
Yep, the small p this time.
Command with C?
Does taxi work? I'm not sure.
Let's try cat readme.
Oh, it looks like taxi is going to look for a cipher type. Cool.
Is it the same password?
And if you wanted to, you could pass in like sh, so you aren't executing bash, so it doesn't kill your shell, but you do have a shell. You don't get a prompt, but you can still like type in commands, who am I, ls, etc.
Right.
Cool trick.
Now we have 3 ways to solve this challenge. Just because this one was so fast as well. Level 19. First, let's see if we get a goodbye here as well. Okay, so we're in. And to gain access to the next level, you should use the setuid binary in the home directory. Once we figure this out with the setuid, we can also use this one to find out all the other passwords as well.
Ooh, maybe.
First of all, what do we have here? Bandit 20 do. So they told us to use setuid to see the usage.
I think if you execute the Bandit 20 program without arguments, it explains how to use it. So /bandit 20 do.
So we need an ID.
I think it's suggesting you can run a command as another user, so that ID is just the example command they're running. You could pass in who am I, yeah. You're running as the context of that Bandit 20 user, so you could totally just read his password.
But that doesn't allow us to read the other ones as well.
Right.
Sad.
Still stuck at 20.
So John, what was the last challenge you took?
Oh, I've been playing through the Sans Holiday Hack Challenge, which is it's funny. It looks like a video game. Like you hop around in a little virtual world, but they give you a lot of cybersecurity challenges and tasks and exercises to work through. So that was a lot of fun. I'm very excited to submit my report for that.
Sounds like a great idea to steal for my channel.
Absolutely, you should do it.
Bandit level 20. The level goal is there is a setuid binary in the home directory that does the following. It makes a connection to localhost on the port you specify as a command line argument. It then reads a line of text from the connection and compares it to the password in the previous level.
So we have to give it our password?
Yeah, I guess so. But we need to find out on which port. We need a port number first.
I guess we could, do we still have Nmap? We do still have Nmap.
They suggest us using job controls. I guess it's back to Nmap, but what range should we use?
I tried it, I think, with just the default settings of Nmap, so it scans the most common 1,000, but we might need to use all ports.
Let's try 1,000 first, because that worked out pretty fast last time. And we have something in here.
30,000 there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what ident is.
I don't know either, honestly, off the top of my head. I wonder if that's just Nmap trying to take a guess at what it might be based off the port.
I mean, since there are only 2, we can try them.
Guess nothing. There might be some other ports though, if we were to look through all 65535, all the ports maybe.
And now we sit back and relax. Oh, there are a couple of other services around here.
So some of these might still be the one from the SSL one that we did earlier.
You're right. We can rule out the one that worked, but I
think it was at 31790, but I don't see it working on any of the other ports yet. I'm poking around, yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get one to hit, but...
So you're telling me none of them works?
Wait a second. I think we need to have 2 connections. We need to start up our own listener to connect back to us, and then we'll manually send it the password. Does that make sense?
So we need 2 connections, and that's why this suggests that we use foreground and background and stuff.
Ooh, that might be it. We could use foreground and background.
We could also use tmux.
If we had 2 connections and like 2 Bandit 20 SSH sessions open, we could have one of them listen with Netcat and the other try to connect to it, and then send the password and get the next one. In your new terminal, if you start to listen with Netcat on any port that you want, so Netcat, TAC, L, and P, you can specify whatever port you want, so you don't need the local host there, and then you can choose any other port other than 30,000, because that's already in use. Yeah, that's perfect. Now you use SU Connect as the client to connect to 30,003. Back to your Netcat one, you paste it in that. Hooray!
What?
You're like, what?
This one is the first that got kind of complicated.
Yeah, that one was hard to decipher. I guess we had to create our own server.
I would have never come to this solution.
But we did it.
Perfect.
Level 21.
I'm happy I have you on my side. Look in etc. cron D for the configuration and see what command is being executed.
Yeah, if it's just looking in that folder, then I think we're okay.
Unless we don't have access to the folder.
Oh, true.
I guess it's Bandit 22.
Let's take a look.
On reboot, it executes user bin cronjob bandit 22, but it pipes the output to defnull, which is also the channel's name.
Nice.
Where all the garbage is piped into. So the question is, can we just run this command? No. Can we change the cron? Maybe.
Are we able to read that script? Is that something we have read access to?
That already looks like the password, just from the structure from the previous passwords. But I guess we can check out if we can find this file in the temp folder.
Yeah, it looks like it's getting the contents of the password and putting it in that file.
This also looks like a password. Let's hope it is the password. Are the challenges supposed to get gradually harder? Because as of now it seems kind of random. Some are very hard, or maybe just hard for me, while others is just, yeah, go read that file. A program is running automatically at regular again from cron, the time-based job schedule. So we gotta take a look at cron again. The script for this level is intentionally made easy to read. Give me a second to read this. It stores who am I in my name, and my target is basically just an MD5 sum of I am user and then the username. And then it moves and then it adds the content, which is the password for the next level, into the file which has the MD5 hash name.
Yeah, now I guess we just gotta figure out that MD5 hash.
Yeah, which shouldn't be that hard. We can just try to build it ourselves with I am user and then bandit 23. Cut the fluff away from it. And we got something.
Nice. Too easy.
Yeah, sometimes it's my genius. It's frightening. I'm handing the wheel over to you, so to speak.
Alright.
I'm gonna type and you're telling me what to do. Pair programming, yay!
Oh, and we get to write our own script in this level too, so we're really going to be pair programming.
This level requires you to create your own first shell script. This is a very big step and you should be proud of yourself when you beat this level.
Our shell script is removed, yeah, once it's executed, so you might want to keep a copy around. Okay, so we can kind of like
do it locally.
Basically develop it locally, yeah. Well,
right.
what is in etc cron d? So we can, yeah, let's ls/etc/cron.d and see if there is one for Bandit 24. Looks like there is, so we can cat that out.
Why? Every
Just
time
random passwords flying around.
I had one job. I don't even need to think. I just need to type.
Okay, so it's going to end up running user bin cronjob bandit24.sh. So that file probably doesn't exist. So let's open it in Vim, see if it does, and create it if it doesn't.
It exists.
Oh, it exists. All right. It determines our current user and pulls it into the my name variable, so that'll be bandit24. It changes directory into var spool bandit24, and it tries to execute and delete all scripts in that directory. In that for loop, it will check if the owner of the script is bandit23, which ours is going to have to be. And then it will run it with a timeout, and then it deletes it. I guess we should just go ahead and create a script in var spool my name.
I was just confused about the timeout and
What is that? TAC S?
as signal.
Oh, okay.
So
it kills
9
it.
is kill, right?
Yeah.
And 60 is
Probably 60 seconds, so
yeah.
kill the thing after 60 seconds.
All right.
We want var spools and yeah, bandit24, and we'll have to create our own anything.sh. So since we're writing a bash script, we should start with the shebang line. So that's that pound symbol, exclamation point, /bin bash. We can cp the etc bandit pass bandit24, and let's copy it into like a temp my pass or whatever. Now, now we're gonna have to mark that temp my pass or whatever as world readable, because it's still going to end up being owned by bandit24, but we want to be able to read it. You could do a chmod a+r, so all users can read it, and we'll do that on our temp my pass or whatever file.
I'm just starting to regret calling it like that.
Now, when we save this file, we should chmod +x that script as soon as we can before it deletes it. So I think we're done writing the script. We can escape and :WQ.
Make sure we have no typos, and then I can save it, chmod it. Like this.
Yep. Now if you run date, we can see the current time. Cool. So in 10 seconds, hopefully we'll have that new file in our temp directory. Do you want to ls/temp?
We cannot ls.
Let's ls/temp my pass or whatever. It exists. Let's cat it out.
We have
Hooray!
something. Cat is a good word because my cat just tried to enter the room. Let's try if it works.
Hopefully. Try to think it through. I hope that all makes sense. We know it's going to work.
Yeah. Whoa,
Sweet.
nice. Perfect. And I think
We did it.
that's the best ending we could get for this episode. So thank you very much for joining me today. I certainly
Absolutely.
couldn't do at least one of the challenges without your help.
Well, hey, it was a pleasure. This was a treat. Thanks so much for having me on, Xanad.
Should do that again with a harder challenge next time.
For sure.
And see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and leave a comment if you want to see more collabs on the channel. Bye bye.
Bye. I don't know. I'm bad at it.